Hey there, fellow nostalgia aficionados. Welcome back. David Eon here in the Open by Chance Vintage Toy Museum with pickups. Yes, this past weekend, this Saturday, I was at the Retro Toy Swap in Powder Springs, which I did film live. And if you did not see that, I will link it at the end of this video. So check it out if you've never been to the Retro Toy Swap in Powder Springs. 6 times a year, pretty decent show. And I did have a lot of pickups, including a lot of ARAH era GI Joe, courtesy of GI Dave, who was set up there, who gave me a really good deal. He gave me a really good deal because he knew where this stuff was going. He knew I'm not selling the stuff, I'm not screwing with anybody. It comes right here in the toy museum, in our private toy museum collection, and it goes nowhere. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here, and we'll start off with the Dreadnok Thunder Machine. And it is complete. I know all the parts are not on the vehicle because the other pieces are in this bag, and that's the front grille and the antenna. That antenna is often missing, but there's the Dreadnok Thunder Machine. And I do have Thrasher also came with this. There's Thrasher in the bag with his lacrosse stick. So I've got basically everything except for the file card and the blueprints that would have come with this. So otherwise, the toy itself is complete, no broken tabs or anything. And I'll clean it up. It's a little dusty, but I'll clean this up and I'll put the pieces back on and try to find a place to set this. I'll probably do a GI Joe Journey video. I haven't done one of those in a while with with these pieces that I picked up here just recently, and post it if I could find space for this stuff. I'm going to work this in the GI Joe area, but Thunder Machine, that's first. Then, and a lot of people figured I was going to get this, was the Mobat with Steeler, and this does have the file card. That's the original file card for Steeler. Okay. And the Mobat, and in particular, what attracted me to this one, this is the Canadian version. This is not the American Mobat, it is the Canadian Mobat, which is identical primarily, except for the stickers. As you can see, there's the Canadian flag. It says Canada on it. Canadian flag again in the front. And this is complete and working. And Steeler has his visor, but does not have the Uzi. He's missing the gun. So I do need to find a gun for Steeler. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for a gun for Steeler. But Canadian Mobat, working condition. Can't complain. Can't complain about that. And there were people that were speculating they were just sure I was going to end up going home with this. So it depended on the price. And again, I got a really good deal on it. I have not had an opportunity to test it yet, but I'm assured it does work, and we'll find out. We'll find out for sure. I also got an APC, and it is also complete. There's the hitch, the so-called seat belts or safety straps are in here, both of them. 1 and 2. There's another one laying in there. There it is, because I don't want to pop the top off. There are no broken tabs on this. I know I already have one, but I really like this vehicle. And so if I can come across one that's in good condition, that's really cheap and complete, if I can get a good price on it and it's complete and it's intact, I'll pick it up. I just really, I've always had a thing for this vehicle. I wish I could get the Action Man one, because their version is much better than the American version. But yeah, I've always liked this thing. I've always liked this vehicle. So I did grab that as well. What's your favorite ARAH era vehicle? This isn't necessarily my favorite, but I just really like this. I really like this. I like the military vehicles from the ARAH era that actually look like military vehicles. Not so much the stuff that's really fanciful, but the stuff with the at least close to a genuine military feel. He also threw this in. I do not remember what this is called. My understanding is that it is complete. Tell me in the comments section what vehicle this is, because I do not remember. Cobra vehicle, obviously. But I do not remember the name of this vehicle off the top of my head right now. You know when I'll remember? When I'm done with the video. And then I'll be like, oh, it's that! You know how it goes. But I got that as well. And, oh yeah, there is another piece. I got one more. One more ARAH era G.I. Joe vehicle for you. It is the Tomahawk. And it is complete. It's just not assembled. If you look inside the door there, you can see all the rotor blades. They're all stacked up inside. The guns are here. The seats are all there. The tow hook is there. The fins and the rockets and the bombs are all here. And then there's lift ticket. No file card. No file card. No blueprints. And I believe lift ticket is missing his microphone, unfortunately. But otherwise, this is complete. Otherwise, this is complete. And when I do the G.I. Joe Journey video, I'll go ahead and I'll assemble this and then try to find a spot for it. I'll try to find a spot for it. See, this is back here. This still works. Barely. I mean, it's like, I don't know what a kid would do with this. And everything here is a little bit, just a little dusty. It's not a big deal for me to clean it up. It's not as bad as what I usually see with a lot of these vintage toys, especially G.I. Joe. We were looking on Facebook Marketplace, my wife and I, a couple of weeks ago, and there was a Terrordrome, supposed to be a complete Terrordrome with 3 Cobra vehicles, right? It was like a Cobra Hiss and a couple of other vehicles. And they were so caked in dust. And I don't mean just that they were gray. They were visibly gray with the dust. But it was literally in clumps. Like, it looks like you could pick it up in chunks off of this equipment. And I'm like, are you going to clean this? You want to sell this or not? This isn't bad. It's just a little bit of a coating of dust. But as complete as possible is the only way to buy this kind of stuff. Because piecing it out is a nightmare, honestly. Trying to find pieces, like if I were to buy it as a shell and look for all these pieces individually, it would cost a damn fortune. And this is a larger piece, so when it's put together, it's going to be tough to find a spot for it. But again, like I said, I'm going to be doing a G.I. Joe Journey video. See that the hatch is there. Probably this coming week. And a few other odds and ends. Where is it? Over here. I did pick up Snap, Crackle, and Pop plush. I got these from Aaron. And no, it was not $10. It was actually $5. Aaron sold these to me for $5 for the set. It says Mr. Goodfind. Or Good Finds? Is that a Z? I just know it's Aaron. I don't know what he calls his operation. I guess he's Mr. Goodfinds. Sorry, Aaron. I just know he was Aaron. It never occurred to me. I was like, wait a minute, is that the name of his shop? You often see him at the Retro Toy Swap, and he sells mostly plush. And you know, I do love my advertising stuff, and this is a nice mint complete set. So I did go ahead and grab that. And first purchase of the day. And I showed this, I revealed this actually on the last live stream on Saturday evening. And that was the Thermos brand Karate Kid Lunchbox. Karate Kid Lunchbox. And yes, hold on, let me get that latch open. The thermos is there. The thermos is there. Not the best likeness of Ralph Macchio, but then if it was, you'd have to pay him royalties. The sticker is kind of offset there, but this was a great price. This was a great price. I appreciate the deal. And I was their first customer that day. They actually said so in the video when I was filming the live walkthrough, because I bought this before I did the live from Powder Springs, and they were like, "It's our first customer." Yeah, this is what they're talking about, was this thermos and lunchbox. It will go in a nice location. Well, we're having a hard time displaying the lunchboxes right now because I have to put up more slat walls in this room. This room does not have any slat wall systems, but when I put them up, then we're going to display all of our lunchbox and thermos sets. So that was my pickups from Powder Springs. Did you see that video? Were you at that show? Have you seen that show before? I kind of refer to it as one of the hidden gems of the Georgia show areas. There's 6 of them every year, first Saturday every other month, and often you find a lot of surprisingly good deals at that show. The next show that I'm going to be at is the Cobb Outdoor Show at the Cobb Antique Mall in Georgia, hosted by Atlanta Vintage, and that's on the 15th. That's on the 15th of this month. So, August 15th. I keep thinking it's next week. It's not. It's in 2 weeks. But I will also film that live and do a little hunting, and hopefully I can get some good bargains there as well. What was your favorite thing? What did you think I got the best, or was the most interesting? Because I didn't reveal all the prices. I didn't say what I paid for this lot, for example. Usually I don't discuss prices too much. It depends on what it is. I wish I had the budget for more. Because I can only do so much. But I would have bought more pieces from him because he had a couple of other things that were complete. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you got anything out of it. I sure hope you did. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of our other content. And if that is it, then what more can I say? But thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.